Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to integrate Salesforce and JIRA application using declarative webhooks. The declarative webhooks is an app exchange product which gives us a no-code solution for all kinds of integrations. Using that app exchange package, we are going to see how to integrate between Salesforce and JIRA. The use case here is whenever a case record is created, I wanted to create a JIRA ticket. And I'm going to achieve this using declarative webhooks without any coding. From my end as a system admin or as a Salesforce delegated admin, I will be setting up the application, creating records in Salesforce. It will automatically do the Apex class generation, and from the flow I will be invoking that Apex class which will do the callout to JIRA to create the ticket. The first step for this integration is we have to install declarative webhooks from the app exchange. So I will share this blog post in the video description. From the blog post, you should be able to get the link to the app exchange. So when you click it, you should be able to click the Get It Now button, and then you should be able to install it in your Salesforce Sandbox org or in your production org. The next step is once it is installed, we have to open declarative webhook application. You will have declarative webhooks home, callout templates, callout sequences, and other tabs. In this video, we are going to see the callout templates. Once you are on the callout templates tab, you can click new, or you can make use of import template. Whenever you use this import template, you should have the extract from the Postman. Whenever we do integration, first we try it with some REST API client, and then we will try it out. The very famous product is Postman. So I have tried the same API integration with the JIRA from my Postman. So from the Postman, you can click more, and then you can click export, and then you should be able to get the collection. Once you export, you should be able to import that exported file using the import template. Also, when you click new, you should be able to select import a Postman export file, and then you should be able to select the exported file. So the first step is we have to create the callout template. So this is the callout template which I created by exporting the file from the Postman and then making use of it here. Once you import it, or when you manually create it, you will have a note that this particular URL should be added in remote site settings. So you have to go to remote site settings in Salesforce setup, and then you should add this particular URL. This is the request body. Here project ID is static. Summary, and for description, I'm making use of some dynamic values. These two are input parameters. When we import the file, it will automatically create the request body. By default, it will have the default value, but you should be able to edit it, and then you will be able to use the input parameters. Once this is done, you can click test button on the callout template, and then you should be able to test it. Since I am a system admin and I wanted to avoid the pro code solution of developing Apex classes, I can make use of generate flow classes. Once I click it, it will automatically create the Apex class and also their respective test classes for you when you wanted to deploy it from a sandbox org to your production org. And then you should be able to invoke that Apex class from your flow. So for that, what I have done is I created a record triggered flow on the case object. So whenever a case record is created, I have a async path. So it will do actions and related. So in the async path, what I have done is 1 minute after the creation of case. So when the case is created, after a minute, this particular async will be executed. So here I'm invoking the Apex class and the method which was auto generated when we click this generate flow classes. So I'm invoking that Apex class. In the input parameters, I have to pass subject and description. These two are the input parameters. In order to pass that, I created a formula with and description equal to, here it will concatenate the case records description, and it will concatenate and subject equal to, and then it concatenates the case records subject. So it will pass the case record description and also the case record subject here. Next, in the record ID, I am passing the case ID. So if I create a case, that particular case record ID will be passed to this record ID. So whenever a case record is created, it will invoke this Apex class, which in turn will do this post to this URL with this body. It will, when we imported the file, it will automatically create the header. Okay, let's test it. So as of now, if I go to my JIRA, I don't have any open tickets. I'm going to clone this case so that it will create a case record. So I'm going to say demo version 1 testing version 1. So if I click save here, it will invoke this record triggered flow, and then it will invoke this Apex class, which will do the call out to create a JIRA ticket. Let's test that. So I'm going to save it. We have to wait for a minute because as per the async in the flow, this particular async path will be executed after a minute of case creation. If you wanted to verify, you can go to time-based automations under monitoring, and then you should be able to see. So it is saying that 16th July 2025 at 10:35 p.m. it will get executed. So let's search it again and see whether it is still there. Okay, it is still there, so we have to wait so that it gets executed. When this gets executed, it will invoke the Apex class, which will invoke this callout template to create a JIRA ticket. As of now, I haven't developed a single piece of single line of code in Apex. Everything was automated using declarative webhooks. Now let's again check it out. Okay, so I don't have any in my backend to get executed. So definitely it should have created a ticket in JIRA. Okay, so we are able to see that demo v1 is the subject and testing case v1 is the description. So without any development of Apex code, I was able to seamlessly integrate Salesforce and JIRA using declarative webhooks. Please check the video description. In the video description, I have given my blog post From the blog post, you should be able to get all the steps which we discussed in this video, with the screenshots also as for your reference, and the sample formula which we used it to pass the input parameters. And also I have shared the guide using which you should be able to further expand your use cases using declarative webhooks. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching.